getting you up close to your favorite artists and giving you the chance to ask your questions live. This is another Energy 95.3 Artist Connection.
Hey there, it's Robin from Energy, and I get to talk to somebody I've been so excited about ever since they're like, you're going to talk to Adassa. And I'm like, what? No kidding. Adassa, who played Delores in Encanto. Hi there.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
I'm a big Disney nerd, so I'm trying to I love my Disney movies since I was a child, so I'm holding it in today for you. Try to be cool.
Great. And then just let it out. It's okay. It's a safe Disney space. Think big ears right here.
So we're going to talk about Bruno today. I know that we're not supposed to be talking about Bruno, but we're going to do it. It's a pretty big song. How do you feel about being a part of like this huge thing in Disney history?
It's amazing. I still can't believe it. The fact that we tied last week with Staying Alive, I mean,
the Bee Gees, right?
Come on, it's the Bee Gees. What song from the Bee Gees? Everybody has to at least know one Bee Gees song. That's a basic. And to see the amazing love that we felt throughout the whole world, people feeling so identified with the characters, because it's not just a film for kids. This is next level animation. It's no longer like, oh, well, this is an animated. This is a cinematic movie. The way that this has been done, it's so beautiful. Exactly. You see the detail in the clothes, the way that things move, the choreographies. Man, I was like, oh, exactly. The script, it really hits.
There's no villain in the whole movie. Like, there's no real villain. Like, there's Scar or Jafar or something, but there's not like a main protagonist in the whole movie.
Exactly. And it's because in a real family, there's a lot of misunderstandings. It's that person that everybody doesn't like, but you're not sure why not. And it's because these things that were said about him, and then we get, it's like, what did they say that? Oh, is that one thing? Oh, that one thing. Okay. It's a real story about a family, and the way that story unfolds when Abuela gets to the core of it, and she's telling you, like, I had to shun my own son because I was scared of this reality happening, that everything was going to fall apart. I wouldn't be able to control it. And she so much wants to control that everybody can be happy, that everything can be the same way that she's been maintaining it for all these years. But in reality, to be able to grow, to be able to become stronger, things have to change. And that's what Dos Oruguitas is all about. And that's why it's been nominated for an Academy Award. It's the heart and soul of the film, where everything culminates and you see, well, we've been caterpillars, but now it's a new type of evolution that's going to have to happen. It's going to hurt and it's going to be painful, but we're going to become stronger and better because of it.
Classic Disney making me cry, through their music. And of course, you got to work with Lin Manuel Miranda, who is just, everybody knows he's amazing, right?
Lin Manuel is an incredible genius. And then he's so down to earth.
I mean, it's like, we get it. You're perfect. Be there?
There you are. Yes, I'm here.
I know the internet and across the world right now is acting up and being a pain. I'm sure for you today, especially.
Oh, let me tell you something. Yeah, I felt like, wow, I have superpowers now, for real. I disappear in just an instant, and then I'm here.
There you are. You are like the perfect person to play a Disney character. You are so vibrant and so happy. I heard that you almost did not get to play Delores. What happened there?
Well, number one, the first thing was when I got the audition and we did it and we sent it and we had 24 hours to turn it around. We sent it and we didn't hear back. And then my husband, who is my manager, Gabriel Candiani, he was like, it does have a phone number that we can contact in case of emergencies. I consider this to be an emergency. Why don't we call him? And I was like, no, please don't. I don't want to offend anybody, And then he was like, I'm going to call him. That's my job. And he did. And then he was like, did you receive the audition? I'm sorry, I didn't, and they were like, no, did you send something? And we're like, oh, check the spam. So everything went to spam at first.
Always spam.
Right? And I was like, check the spam. And it was literally, by the time they checked the spam, it was like 15 minutes till the cutoff to where that's it, no more. And once we got the call back, and I was so excited, that's when my health took a turn. I had COVID in January, and then in March, when my health took a dive because of complications, I honestly thought I was going to die. And I thought, wow, this thing that I have been dreaming of since I'm a kid is about to happen. And now I'm having to face talking to my kids and telling them this is maybe the last time you are going to have a mom, and having those conversations with your kids at the same time. It was really hard. And miraculously, I was able to recover. I still took the role because I told my husband when they called me to tell me I had the role, I was like, I'm taking it. Like, I couldn't speak really. I was paralyzed. I would just randomly get paralyzed, or I would be talking, and if I moved at the same time, I would just flat out just hit the ground. I would pass out. And so I did a recovery, and when I was in the booth, I felt like all of the energy of the universe was like there, just helping me do what I needed to do. And it was an amazing opportunity that I had with Lin Manuel Miranda, for him to be able to express his vision and me go, okay, I'm going to give you my interpretation of this amazing vision and the gift that Disney has given me, and allowing me to be part of this and allowing me to voice Dolores. I will be forever grateful for that opportunity.
I'm grateful for you too, because I mean, like, I can't imagine anybody else playing Delores at all. I can't. And I wanted to know your opinion, why you think this movie is so important for families to watch together.
I think it's going to heal families in a very deep way, because it's a film that not just a 2-year-old can watch over and over again and enjoy it, but it's a film in which understanding and conversations that haven't previously been made with other family members get to be ironed out. I think in every family there is a Bruno character, that person that we don't talk about. And then on top of that, right? You see, you're laughing.
I know. I have a Bruno. It's one of my part of my family. Yeah.
Because and even in mine, I was like, there are in our line people that were like, so was that her mom or was that her sister? No, we don't talk about that. And those secrets died with grandma and grandpa. Like, I would love to see the play out of that telenovela, And then on top of that, think about it. Really, it was her sister. Bum, bum, bum.
I have so many questions about my own family, where I'm like, why didn't grandma talk about this? What gives? Why didn't that come up ever? So I assume there's a Bruno somewhere.
I know there's journals that somebody's hiding that one day we're going to find, and we're going to be like, oh, no, what? That wasn't even her birth certificate. Oh my goodness.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's incredible. I know. And then also the characters themselves. I think some people are like, I'm the Mirabella, I'm the black sheep, I'm the one that everybody's like blaming everything on. I'm just trying to make everything better. I trying to figure out myself, or like Camilo, that is just, I don't know who I am yet, but I'm going to try and figure it out, or just be who I feel I need to be in this moment and embrace just life, or Dolores, which is, I have so much information and I need to make sure I come through. A lot of us feel like Luisa, where we feel like the weight of the world, the expectations of our family, our mothers, of our fathers, of just school, and like having to be perfect because you're the first one to go to college, and now everybody's looking to you to be the one that brings it home, That's what I'm saying. So
by the way,
it just
surface
resonates.
pressure, that thing slaps. Now, I love Bruno. I love that we get to play Bruno, but surface pressure, that is what the kids call a bop.
But there's a line in surface pressure that gets me every time. And I love to say it slow, because it's like, let's digest that, and we'll sit in therapy for 30 minutes and just talk about that. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm worthless if I can't be of service.
I know.
She says that.
God.
And it's like,
that gets
I
me.
feel like
that's all women, I think. I think that's all women.
If you're
Yeah.
not adding, you feel like there's no value to you. You
Mm-mm.
know, if you're not doing what everybody's expecting you to do, or all of this long life list of to-dos, then you're completely worthless. And
Yeah.
I love that in that song, the realities of having to be so strong and wanting to be vulnerable, like when she goes, but wait, if I could change
Mm.
this crash, you know what I mean? She goes into that
Yeah.
and just release all those bounds of expectations. I could just be free. And that's when the awesome unicorn donkey comes out and they're off in space. And it's like, oh, but no, I have to deal with the crushing pressure that keeps growing and growing.
And growing. We have a
Yeah.
question from someone,
Yes.
from Danny P. Says, my daughter would like to know what made you want to voice act this character or any characters in general. Have you done voice acting before?
I had not done voice acting before, and I will forever be grateful to the directors on this one, Jared Bushfire and Howard Charisse Castro Smith, and also the co-producer Yvette Merino. They were so patient and kind and created an environment in which I can feel free to be silly and to reenact things that I was imagining. But I absolutely love it. And I have thought about getting into animation, but after this film, I'm like gung ho. I love being part of something imaginative, something that doesn't exist but will become real because of the gifts of so many talented people that become part of a project. So to be able to say, okay, all right, imagine this. You are a zebra and you're running through the prairies, and then all of a sudden you have wings and now you're in a car and whatever. Now reenact this and act like that. And
Oh my
it's
God.
become so addicting now. I'm having so much fun. And I do
That's
it
you.
from
That's it. You need to
the
do
booth
this.
right there. I go in there and
Yeah.
I get to fly and I get to jump and I get to be scared and there's things falling on me. It's fun.
That's amazing. And I hope you do, because you have so much energy. You have the right kind of energy for like voice acting. I mean, you can do anything. You can do anything. You can do whatever you want. But I do hope you actually continue doing like, voice acting for animation. I have a question.
Yes.
It's a silly question. It's not a silly question, but
No such
besides
thing as a silly
Encanto.
question. Yes.
No, there's some silly questions. But besides Encanto, what is your all-time favorite Disney movie? Like as far as like the classic animated stuff.
The Little Mermaid. That's the one that I
Hmm.
knew I wanted to be a singer. When I heard Jodie Benson sing part of that world, what would I give to spend a day out of these waters? When I
Oh my
heard that,
gosh.
oh my goodness, it was like, betcha on land, they understand, but they don't reprimand the daughters
That word
of
alone
young
in a
women.
Disney song, the word
Right?
reprimanded, like, thank you, Howard Ashman and Alan Menken, like, wow.
Yes, yes. And yet, no, it still happens on land, because then the part two
Yeah.
happens and you're doing it to your kid and it's just inevitable.
See, I love that you're an actual real Disney fan. I love that you are a part of like Disney's history now. And I mean, I hope
Oh
there's some
man.
Encanto stuff going on at Disneyland at Disney World soon. And I hope that there is like a Delores lookalike out there, and
Oh
or you could
no,
just work at Disney.
I would totally be like, if I'm there, I'm like, okay, take a break. I'm taking your next 3 hour
Just put your
shift
hair
because
up.
I want to do it. Oh, I will totally do it. Bow in hands. Let's go.
You've
Smiling at
got
the
her
kids.
hair.
I will sing. Hey, good 11 fear, Bruno stuttering and stumbling. I can always hear him sort of muttering and mumbling. I associate him with the sound of falling sand. Come on this ride. Let's go.
So perfect.
Love
So
it.
perfect. What is coming up next for you?
Oh my
Since
goodness,
I
we're
know
gonna
you're
be lots of touring, having lots of fun. I'm gonna be starting off the tour in San Antonio. We're gonna be doing some Comic Cons. We're gonna be going to Canada. I have 2 records coming out at the same time. Well, actually 2 albums. One with Warner Chappell Production Music, and one also with CHR Records. And I'm just having fun, loving
good.
life, and hopefully there'll be more Encanto in the future.
I hope so. And Adassa, you are amazing. And I thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. I know you're swamped this week. So I really seriously appreciate your work and your spirit and your kindness and your time for just hanging out with us today. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Well, anytime, especially when I get to hang out with a fellow Disney fan, because honestly, part of the reason I have 7 kids is because I have an excuse to watch more Disney.
That's right. You have 7
Kids
dwarves.
watching. I do have. That's what my husband says. He's like, "You're Adassa and the 7 dwarfs," and I'm like, "Yeah, pretty much." I had to hit the number. No,
That's right.
I love it.
The lucky
Sometimes
number 7.
right? Sometimes I'm watching like a Disney film and they walk in, they're like, "Mom," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you walked out of the room?" No,
Oh,
no, yes, I'm just watching
sorry.
it myself.
I'm busy jamming out to the Lion King without you kids.
Exactly, I'm watching Aladdin again.
Mhm.
Oh, 10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. Yes.
Perfect. I want to watch a Disney movie with you one day, Adassa. You're amazing.
That would be so much fun, and we should do it in cosplay.
I can do this. I would, I'm gonna dress up like as like something ridiculous, like a gargoyle from Hunchback of Notre Dame. So just so you know, it's not gonna be serious. Or Tom O'Malley from Aristocats. It's not gonna be a cute thing.
Thomas O'Malley, the Aristocats. Oh man.
Yeah, we're gonna do this one day.
It's gonna
You were amazing. I adore you. Thank you so much for your time today. I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go do your other stuff.
I gotta do more and more. Bye.
I know. Bye.